Hey, it's Brian Sims here, show between the show, and today I want to talk about the Mega Million. It is up to $250 million, which actually, they only give you $150 million, so I'm not sure why they just don't say it's $150 million, but I digress. What would you do if you won that money? Now, of course, you would do you'd go traveling, you go buy yourself a new house, probably something on figure eight. Get yourself a couple of cars, maybe a Ferrari, a Porsche, maybe something, whatever. If you had family, you'd probably take care of your family, pay off their debts, maybe buy your mom or dad a house or something like that. But then what would you do? Maybe travel some more, maybe buy more stuff for your house. If you get a real big house, you'd have to buy people to like clean it for you because you don't want to clean like a 10-story house, right? But then what would you do? You probably get sued a lot. You always read those stories. You always read stories about how they lose all their friends and family because they didn't give them more money after they blew through all their money. So then what would you do? Would you maybe start a charity? Maybe you would, I don't know, buy more stuff, travel a little bit more. The point is I see this all the time, like on Facebook and whatnot. People are so excited to want to win the lottery. But why do you want to win the lottery? Is it because right now you're not happy and content with where you're at? And I think that's the case for most people. It's like, well, if I had that much money, then I would be happy. Now, I'm not saying that money doesn't buy happiness, because actually scientists have proven that money does in fact help you. Why? Because you don't have stress. And really, it's not millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars that would give you that happiness. The happiness is only at I think $78,000 or maybe over $100,000. If you made that much money, that's when you could be at a place of contentment. But the bottom line is this, is that a lot of people think that if I win the lottery, my life will be complete. Whereas no, you're gonna still have issues. You're still gonna have problems. I mean, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have anyone to share it with, you're still gonna be lonely. I remember I had a friend that was a millionaire and he was by himself and he talked about his big house that he had on the beach all by himself. So the bottom line is this, life comes down to the experiences that you want. Last week I was able to meet Kenny Chesney. Now I've met him before, of course, and I'm not a millionaire, but the experience that I had was something that only probably a millionaire would be able to have. And it was a fun, good experience. And that's what money can ultimately buy you, is maybe some good experiences. But if you're not happy with who you are as a person, all the money in the world, all the experiences are still just going to make you miserable. So do this today. Be happy. You don't need tons of money to be happy. Over the weekend I went swimming in the ocean, and while I was just sort of bobbing there on my back, just floating, that was a good, positive experience that, one, didn't cost any money, and two, just made me feel at ease and happy with myself and my inner self. And that's the key, is if you're looking at the externals in order to find happiness, you're never going to reach it. And if you're sitting there and you're stressed over your bills and your situation, and you're thinking, well, if I win the lottery, then I can be happy. It just doesn't work that way. The bottom line is this, if you can be happy and content where you are right now, then you'll continue to attract more happiness and contentment. There you go. It's the show between the show, the lottery. What do you think? Leave a comment on this. Also, you can check out my website, beingbriansims.com. Of course, listen to me weekday morning, 6 to 10 on WQ101. You can stream it online, www.qqq101.com.